Please subscribe for more videos. Kama Sutra Book 4 Chapter 1 is titled, On Sexual Union, and is considered the most important chapter of the book. This chapter provides detailed instructions on various sexual positions and techniques that can be used to enhance sexual pleasure and deepen intimacy between partners. The chapter begins by discussing the importance of sexual union as a means of achieving happiness, fulfillment, and spiritual enlightenment. It then goes on to describe various sexual positions and techniques, including those for oral sex, manual stimulation, and intercourse. The positions described in the chapter include the missionary position, the lotus position, the cowgirl position, and the reverse cowgirl position, among others. Each position is described in detail, with instructions on how to perform it and the benefits it can provide. In addition to positions, the chapter also describes various techniques for prolonging sexual pleasure, such as controlling ejaculation and enhancing female orgasm. The chapter also discusses the importance of communication and consent in sexual relationships. Overall, Book 4 Chapter 1 of the Kama Sutra provides a comprehensive guide to sexual pleasure and intimacy, emphasizing the importance of mutual respect, communication, and experimentation in achieving a fulfilling and satisfying sexual relationship. Kama Sutra Book 4 Chapter 2. Sure, here is an overview of Kama Sutra Book 4 Chapter 2. Chapter 2 of Book 4 is titled, Of the Embrace. It contains detailed instructions on various types of embraces and embraces suitable for different occasions. The chapter begins with a discussion on the different types of embraces, including the side embrace, the embrace of the thighs, and the embrace of the breast. Each type of embrace is described in detail, including how it should be performed, its purpose, and the mood it is intended to evoke. The chapter also discusses the appropriate time and place for different types of embraces. For example, the side embrace is recommended for use in private settings, while the embrace of the breast is suitable for use in public settings. The chapter also includes advice on how to initiate an embrace, as well as how to gracefully exit an embrace. It emphasizes the importance of reading one's partner's body language and being attentive to their needs and desires. Overall, the chapter provides a comprehensive guide to the art of embracing and highlights the importance of physical touch and intimacy in a healthy sexual relationship. Kama Sutra Book 4 Chapter 3. Chapter 3 of Book 4 of the Kama Sutra is titled, On the Different Forms of Marriage. This chapter discusses the various forms of marriage, their customs, and the rights and duties of each party. The chapter begins by stating that there are 8 forms of marriage recognized by the ancient sages: Brahma, Deva, Arsha, Prajapatiya, Gandharva, Asura, Rakshasa, and Paisasha. These forms of marriage vary in their requirements and traditions. The first form of marriage, Brahma, is considered the highest form and involves a groom who is learned in the Vedas and who gives a large sum of money to the bride's father. In this type of marriage, the bride is given to the groom with. Kama Sutra Book 4 Chapter 4. Chapter 4 of Book 4 in the Kama Sutra is titled, About the Ways of Striking, and of the Sounds Appropriate to Them. This chapter focuses on the various ways of striking during sexual activity and the appropriate sounds that go along with them. The chapter begins by discussing the 4 different ways of striking: striking with the hands, striking with instruments, striking with the fists, and striking with the feet. It goes into detail about each of these methods, including the different types of instruments that can be used, such as whips and paddles. The Kama Sutra also provides guidance on the appropriate sounds that should be made during sexual activity. The chapter lists various sounds that are considered appropriate for each type of striking, such as clapping sounds for striking with the hands and the sound of a drum for striking with instruments. The chapter concludes by emphasizing the importance of balance and moderation when it comes to striking during sexual activity. It advises against excessive striking and reminds readers that striking should always be consensual and not cause any harm or injury. Overall, this chapter serves as a guide for those interested in incorporating striking into their sexual activities and provides helpful advice on how to do so in a safe and enjoyable way.